Sorry about that. If you're just here to watch workers, I got you. Alright, so we're gonna go here for about an hour and a half playing in-game. And, yeah, then I gotta take a break. I have a meeting. You found Dunkin's spiked coffee here in Georgia. You're buying some tonight. Nice. Don't they do the same thing for the moon? No. You can't really bounce a signal around the far side of the moon, Clayton, unless you have a relay. In the case of over-the-horizon radars, Earth's ionosphere, so the air that you're breathing now, and in the higher parts of the atmosphere called the ionosphere, you can bounce a signal off that. That's the relay. And then you can bounce a signal off the ground, and then bounce it off the sky, and then bounce it off the ground. The moon, no atmosphere. Can't do that. You need a satellite out there to be able to bounce the signal. That's what Gateway is supposed to be for the Artemis program. Gateway is that relay. That's the ionosphere in this analogy. Oh, no, King. It's only a meeting. I'll be back in probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half. More workers, and then I'm going to do space news at 7. You think that's air you're breathing now? Can't wait for Gnocchi grad. All right, pause. Where are we at? So we are still 3.7 in debt. 3.7 million in debt, and I have 2 years, basically. Well, it's January, so I have December till December 1991 to make 3.7 million. This is fine. I'm gonna play until 91, and then I think we're gonna start another city. I'm going to be a lot more careful in how I implement this stuff, but part of me wants to sit here and fix Spaghetzovgrad, just because. I want to fix it, because I know what I need to do now, and I can engineer the systems right, because I understand how most everything works here. So, we'll see. I kind of want to sit here with Spaghetzov, but Gnocchi-grad will come eventually. Do you think beginning with the highway network was a good start? Well, we'll see where it takes us, King. We'll play until we can't, until it collapses. In 5 months, you'll be born. I've been alive for about 6 months. In game. Yeah, Timbite, I think we should go hard on the next city. Oh, something was on fire. It was definitely taking me over here. So, we hit a huge snag because the asphalt building needed to be reconstructed, and that is hampering my road construction process, as you can see. I don't think that building out the road first was the worst idea, to be honest with you.
Go and throttle up.
Glory to Spaghetzov, likes. Yes, very big glory to Spaghetzov. I don't think we need to do that. I think with Gnocchi-grad, I'm still going to make my 3-lane design here. It's going to be a little bit different than this, though. I'm going to build it out in a little bit of a different way. I like the throughput. I like having the high throughput here, and I like building infrastructure. So I'm probably not going to change that. What I am going to do is build out a much more centralized utility corridor would be the right way to say it. You know, basically come up with a set of building codes for how I go about making these roads. Don't just make it asphalt. Like, we'll have the drainage on one side of the road, right? Drainage, and so how about, like, I was thinking about this on, you know, the right-hand side of the road, if you're looking down the road, going this way, like, we put all the water, all the water-based or liquid-based utilities here. So heat, right? Heat, drainage, and water, right? Because that's how you do that. you know, you'd keep the liquids together, and you don't really want electrical lines near it. Now, in game, I don't think you can run electrical lines underneath roads, so we got to think about that. I know I can't make an electrical line here. Like, if I try to make it underneath the road, it's not gonna like it. We can make it go under like that, but you can't build it underneath the road. Now, let me try something here. Can we build the road on top? Oh yeah. So, I'm still gonna build these styles of roads, but I'm gonna build the harness right into the design. You can put electrical lines underneath a road if you build the lines first, which makes sense. That's what you'd do if you were building a road with drainage in it. You wouldn't pave the road and then dig it up to try and put a pipe underneath it, right? So, it's not that I'm gonna make this look that much different in future versions of this. It's the way I'm going to build it that's going to be different. It's going to be a lot more optimized. Omsk, Omsk. Temperature in the building is too low. That full harness like you did is going to be a bit more expensive than using high voltages in transformers more often. That's just on the localized thing, King. For long distances, yeah, the high voltage lines are obviously the way to go. I'm talking about in a more localized city planning environment. For the big stuff, like drainage and plumbing, that's all localized. Like, you don't have a viaduct you don't have plumbing like a pipe that goes like 20 miles. Unless you're an engineer in the 1920s. It's a little bit... I mean, you could do it that way. I mean, we could make a reservoir. That's... Yeah, I suppose you do, huh? That's what aqueducts are. Yeah, see that? That's how freaking cold it was last night here. It was minus 9°C. So that's like 16 degrees or something. You know... Yeah, actually, you do that. I'm 100% wrong now that I'm thinking about it. Water lines do go for long periods of time. So do drainage. But the drainage, I don't know about where you are, King, like in Ottawa, but drainage around here isn't like the entire city doesn't work off one drainage, right? Like the drainage is kind of compartmentalized, like localized electrical grids. Sometime I was wondering, do you see a significant benefit to the pairs of one-way roads? It doesn't seem like there's enough traffic. Likes, honest opinion, we could probably get away with just a single lane two-way right now. We could probably get away with it. The only time this really is going to clog up is right here, where you wouldn't want this. You get slightly better throughput with this. The flow rate into the border is exactly the same, obviously, but having them stack up in two lanes causes less of a jam, I guess, in terms of length, right? Like, your flow rate here is metered, obviously, so it's not like it has an inherent advantage, right? But here's the other thing. Yeah, Happy Socks, that's where I was going with this. Here's the other thing. I don't know. I don't know how traffic works in this game. I don't know the throughputs in this game. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I think these roads are plenty fine for what we have right now. The design kind of sucks, to be honest with you. If I was going to redo this, if we were going to start this map over, I would probably still build something like the NATO corridor here. But what I would honestly do is have a highway that goes this way instead of turning like that and branching off. I would build a highway here, right? And then I would have a small bridge going across. I wouldn't have built a huge highway going this way into the city. And if I did do that, the other mistake that I think I made, but it's because I didn't have the foresight, because I'm still learning, right? Would be to make this road go to Apitomo. Don't build this road here. I built that road because I was trying to get to oil right away. So maybe have like a road going here to the oil, like a direct line to the border, so the trucks don't have to go out here, turn here, turn here. Have a direct line, similar to the line that I built between Ilios and RU right here. Just a small gravel road. And then build a way for higher throughput, because... And then maybe build a way to access that highway better. Would you consider starting near the large oil patches next time? Out here? Yeah, maybe. I would like Nyakigrad to be on a different map. Because, King, I don't want... If I restarted right now, Nyakigrad would just look like Spagetsov, but, like, all the stuff would be in similar areas, but, I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe we'll just play the same map. It would probably help it be easier, but me automatically knowing where the resource deposits are. But then again, if I ever play this map again, I'm not going to forget where they are, and if I do forget, I'll be able to find it in 2 seconds. Like, do the seasons change anything? Snow slows down roads, Anesthesis. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Trucks don't travel well on an unplowed road. You need to buy snow plows, and the snow plows need to plow the damn road. And if they don't, yeah, traffic slows down. Your throughput. You have to budget what's called technical offices. You have to budget out technical offices, and you have to set the range on the technical office, and they have to plow segments of road. If you don't, your traffic goes extremely slow. I am going to need to set up a technical office for this stretch of highway here. We're going to absolutely need to. Because it's kind of a race here between seeing if the trains can build this out first, or if the trucks can finish the stupid road. Which one is going to get to where my plan for the oil fields are? Which one is going to get there first? And if the road gets there first, we're going to need high throughput. Temperature in the building is too low. Yeah, that is kind of cold. We might need another heat exchanger. I think if you use the same map, you'll be able to spend more time learning the mechanics you haven't touched on yet. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. One building is completely unheated. Yeah, I know. It's the government building, which I'm not using right now because it's out of range. We might need to put a heating line over here and put a heat exchanger right here, so if we do expand the city again, we can get adequate heating. The reason why these places are so damn cold is because they're far away from the heat exchanger, and my heat exchanger is over capacity. Yeah, it can't disperse the heat fast enough. Zero. Alright, refinance. Which new systems would you like to see implemented? Trams. Trams. Keep the buses off the streets. Having a dedicated tram line would be a good idea. Trying to get people out of those damn blocks. That's all, folks. Oh. There are trolleys, there are subways, yeah. Having a tram, if, you know, we ended up ever having the cash to do this, I would make a tram that goes, a light rail line that goes here, follows the road, and then basically goes down the main drag in Spaghetzov, right here. And then cross here and go there. Hospital helicopters. So what I'm trying to do right now, what I was trying to get done is... Oh, everything is heated. We need a technical office out here. Wait a minute. I think I have one over here. Yeah, that should be fine. And I don't have them increase... No, not panel roads. Asphalt roads. Asphalt roads with lamps. Trolley roads, we don't have any of those. Roads with train track, we don't have any of those. We no bridges in range. And one-way roads. There we go. I've renewed my new city, Archipovgrad, in honor of Vasily Archipov, the man who didn't fire during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Oh, very nice. Still so much that we haven't explored. Dude, I know. Yeah, that's why, that's part of the reason why, Casey, why I'm just like, dude, let's just... let's cred max the banks. Screw it. And build whatever we need to. The transformer is on fire. Firemen have been dispatched. But see, the unplowed roads are gonna kind of kill me a little bit because the fire trucks don't go fast on the stupid roads. So that means that transformer is going to burn a little bit longer. So, yeah, not having the technical offices is kind of screwing me right now. So, we should probably build one. Actually, you know what? Let's build it across the street over here. Right here would be a good spot. I want to save this for power transformers and whatnot. Firefighting helicopter? I'm actually Did we already research it? Oh. Yeah, we already have it. No, farms, our farm is screwed up. Our farm is screwed up and I can't fix it unless I want to start importing food like crazy. Well. That's a problem. Yep, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a big problem. Yeah, that's like a big problem. Yeah, yep. Yeah, remember how I said you gotta plow the roads or else they're not gonna be able to get there fast enough? Yep, at least I didn't lose my fire trucks. Yeah. Yeah, see that? That's a problem. Can't handle the load. So, about that technical office. I'm importing power now. Yeah, we're importing power. Well, this gets finished. Yeah. I need, believe it or not, we need another demolition office. Game says to EJ, face the wall, please. Could you always build up the power grid to have backups? My original power grid is actually holding the city together right now, RJ, or else we would have some very, very bad problems here. I wouldn't be able to power about half of the city. But yeah, if you look at the readings here, for whatever reason, if I import power on the low voltage grid, on my old power systems, it powers everything correctly. But for whatever reason, if we try to send power down the grid the same way, it overloads the substation, which whatever. Better a transformer than the whole reactor. You are not wrong. Yeah. I still haven't figured out exactly what was wrong, RJ. I don't think it's a glitch or anything. I think it was just my lack of experience with how electricity works in this game. Yeah, the transformer was holding the new power grid together. See, what you have here with this See this line right here? That underground line that just snakes through everything and then finds its way here? That's the old system. See these lines that are really nice setup, very, very nice cable management, etc., etc., all flowing from the transformer. See how it's really nice and succinct? That's the new one. That's the newer version. And my newer versions will be even better than this. Hey, don't mind me, just here to derail the stream. You. Yeah, you succeeded. Dude! Holy cow! Look at this thing! It's freaking huge! 7-meter diameter, RJ. She's a monster. It's not as big as a Saturn V, but it's almost as big as a Saturn V. It's close. Guy's name is Vulcan. Post New Glenn. Dude. Look at the truck. Look at the truck. Dude, the transporter erector looks like a freaking battleship. Look at the people. What the frick, man? Holy frick. Look at the cradle right there, dude. That's got some size to it, man. And, dude. No way. I love the way those arms are painted, by the way. Hey, Vulcan. Vulcan, you see what I'm seeing? So check this out. Newglands obviously has hold down points down here on the launch plate, on its reaction frame, right? And then you have your transporter erector, right? And you can see the launch plate is bolted to this triangular structure on the TE, right? Pretty straightforward stuff. Now check this out. Right there is your interstage cradle right there. See it? Interstage cradle. Still following? It's holding the interstage up, right? And then you have some stabilizer arms on the sides here that also hold the interstage in place. But look at the second stage and payload fairing, dude. Structurally integral on its side. There's nothing holding it up. It's held up by its attachment points to the interstage. That's wild. It's a structurally integral second stage. Look at that. Now, don't get me wrong. There is some type of equipment here that looks like it picks up on the forward skirt on the Newgland's second stage. But, on the other hand, structurally integral second stage and payload fairing. That's weird. Why would you do that? Why would you make them be able to stand up by themselves? The better question to ask is, why would the interstage be able to hold up that much mass? I'm not suggesting anything, right? Not suggesting anything. What I am suggesting is that those might change in the future. Think about it. Think about it. If you were designing New Glenn with something else that could be put on the top of this thing, right? You would make it so your launching architecture, your launching infrastructure will pick up on something structurally that's going to be there no matter what you put up here. Right? Hey, Ugg. You're going to center your structural integrity when the thing is on its side around the interstage. Well, that tells me two things from a systems engineering standpoint. There is modular architecture here. You might get something else in the future. Or they're looking to upgrade second stage and payload fairing somehow. What I'm trying to tell you, Project Jarvis. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's very clear that it was engineered into the architecture here. Also, the transporter erector, very similar to SpaceX's TEs, has a removable contingent piece here. This removable piece is a form of modular service structure. See the space frame right here? That definitely can be detached So you could either A, extend the TE, or B, if something up here required different commodities, like a human-rated spacecraft would have different connections than just the payload fairing, right? With the payload fairing here, you have your HVAC. That's positive pressure to make sure nothing... They pressurize the fairing, albeit with not a huge pressure differential to ambient, but they pressurize stuff to keep whatever's inside of it cool, and also make sure that no, like, dust, dirt, rain, whatever gets in there. Also, interestingly, the TE is carried by an SPMT and can be moved around left to right from multiple in the hangar. That's nuts, dude. So, clearly Blue Origin is thinking down the road here. Obviously. They wouldn't have a master structural pickup on the first stage like this if they weren't thinking about being able to change whatever comes up here. You don't integrate rockets like that. Like, take Falcon 9 for instance. Falcon 9 is kind of similar, and we know Falcon 9 first stages can be transported with second stages attached to them. They could just be transported around. You can move around a Falcon 9 with a second stage bolted to it if you need to change its launch site, right? You'd build, refurbish the first stage, make sure everything's good, attach the second stage, and then you send it to wherever it needs to go for payload integration. 39A, 40, etc., right? I look at this, and all this tells me is that New Glen's inner stage is rated for something way beefier than just a New Glen upper stage and 45 tons of payload inside of that payload fairing. And this is really the first time I'm ever getting a look at this thing. That thing is chunky. Look at how chunky that thing is. It's definitely designed to hold something up bigger. That's bigger than this. I haven't read the Aviation Week article here, Phil, but I got it paraphrased from Vulcan, believe it or not. Dude, it's bananas. They did delay, most likely to redesign it. That's right, Ando. I think we're going to see a reusable upper stage from Blue eventually. Now, what that reusable upper stage entails, well, I don't know. They got experience vertically landing things. We know that. Just saying. Reminder that this rocket is only 3 feet shorter than SLS. Can you believe this, dude? I'm gonna talk about this on NASA Spaceflight Live this week. I think this is the topic I want to talk about, dude. Just having this rocket alone right now would be insane. But we have this, Vulcan, SLS, Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, Starship. All of those are in the pipe. You've got to be kidding me. And then that's not even including like Terranar, Electron, Neutron. Bro, this is a pretty good timeline. It's a pretty good timeline. Yeah, MLV on top of that. There's Alpha doing its thing. Firefly Alpha's doing its thing. Astra's cooking up something. I don't know what they're cooking up, but they're doing something. They're not gone yet. Workers and resources question. Do you have to have a forklift garage for a forklift connection between two buildings? If the connection is too long, drummer, then yes. The connections that the game lets you make... The connections that the game lets you make when you place a building next to another one, and the game will be like, oh, it'll try to connect it like it tries to connect a road. It'll only do that if the distance is short enough. And then this forklift path works like a conveyor belt. Think of it like a belt. If the belt is too long, you're going to need a forklift depot. They're going to roll out with Rocket 4, Hellfish. Oh, for Pete's sake. That thing is brand new. I don't need that road with streetlights. Save some cash that way. Looks like you need more refinancing. Borrowing at a 3% interest rate. Did your industry face the same issues as farming did? It's not ideal. What happened to farming? What do you mean? Well, farming I didn't place these buildings correct to be able to feed the food factory because I couldn't figure it out. I didn't figure out, I had to learn. That was my trial. I'd build the farm differently next time. Why? I don't understand. This thing is hooked into my main power. Oh. Well, that'll fix that problem. There. We're feeding off the old power grid. Thankfully, I suspended demolition on that. But the second farm is up and running making rubles. Yeah. It actually kept me above ground for a little while, dude. But yeah, once the crops were evac, that was the end of that. Right now I have the waste train. Why would you? Right now I'm moving waste out of here. The dreaded word of the day. Oh. I'm just getting clobbered on steel, dudes. That's what's really, really screwing me. Oh, dude, if this thing's going to make a bridge, it carries bridge components and not rails, which is actually cool. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm going to make sure we plant the seeds for more industry faster. I should have built out iron over here. Yeah. Industry Giant 4 was announced a little while ago. Oh yeah, Jens? Jens, dude, look at the train builders, dude. Did you see this, man? In this game, you have to buy a track builder, and the track builder builds the dang tracks for you. And it carries the parts of the things that it's building. So those are bridge parts for the bridge that it's finishing down here, which is... God, I love that. That's really cool, actually. Where are you going? Colossal Order needs to hire these guys. One dude. One dude. Can you believe that? Well, actually, I don't know if it's one dude for sure. I've heard people say that it is. It's actually a team? Well, that's good. I think it's 3 people. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that isn't impressive for a 3-man team. That's pretty friggin' good. I'm just setting up the signaling here for this pass-through. This will make it so a train coming through here will stay to the right, and a train coming through here will stay to the left. And if it detects something on the block, it's going to... yeah, it'll stop. Why so many signals? This is the pathing logic, Jens. I'll admit, I am not an expert on how the pathing logic works. Basically, what I'm trying to do is put in the provisions here. Actually, you know what? We should probably make sure the track is finished before we do that. To be honest with you. We could do mixed going that way, mixed going that way, and then chain signals here. Or no. Chain signal here, facing that way, and then a chain signal here, facing that way. Another building on fire? I thought we did fire prevention, man. Sneaky, did we do that right? I think I did. You'd need a block at the start of the sidings. Oh, I did. Damn it. Yenzo, look, it's 1989, the year communism was abolished in your country. In 1989, you don't face wall, they face wall. Am I right, buddy, or am I right? High five! Whoosh! Be gone with your filthy ideology, you heathens! Anyway, what? Matt, I don't care. It's fine. Is your city more import or export? Way more import right now. Not ideal, dude. May they all, Jens, may they all get Ceausescu'd. I don't know if you're from Romania, but... I never found that guy. He got Jimmy Hoffa pretty hard. Oh, you're from Rome? Oh, you are, dude. Oh, cool. I was just taking a guess, dude. But also, they never found Ceausescu or his wife, did they? No, they didn't. Gee, I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. Gee. Oh, what happened? Where'd you go? Hey. What, did you go on vacation or something? Permanently? No, he took a long walk off a short pier, didn't he? Yeah. In 1989 Romania, you make them face wall. High five! I'm pretty sure they did more than that to that guy. Yeah. A little bit of a history lesson. Ceausescu was the communist leader of Romania. A brutal dictator. Like, actually, face the wall, please. And then, one day the people decided they weren't going to take that crap anymore. And they never found him. People stormed the palace in Romania. They never found him. Yeah, they never found him or his wife. Yeah, When was the break time? About 30 minutes. Ad time. You rolled a 6 on the ad time. No ad time for you. Great success. Oh. Hey, baby. No, Kelly. Well, they figured out what happened to, Mussolini. Yeah. They pulled a Twisted Sister. Read about it, Panta. Dude, this is like straight up storm the palace. Dude, they never found him. They never found the dude. Like, don't mess with pissed off Romanians is the moral of this story. Yeah, don't do that. Bad idea. Hey, ARJ, what's up, man? Alex, thanks for the bits. Yes, they did. Someone found him. And okay, let me preface that. They found him alive. What happened after that? Don't know. Just haven't seen him since. He disappeared. Let me put it that way. Not in the escaped style. Like, yeah. Good riddance. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Sorry if there was any confusion. That's what I mean. The people found him. And then he died somehow. That's weird. Can you advise if you're streaming Lunar Lander coverage? I will tomorrow, dead scum. Abso-freaking-lutely. Not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. Yeah. No, Fred. No. I know. Let me rephrase that. They never found the body. Yeah, let me put it to you like that. That's what I'm. The people stormed the palace and killed him and his wife and his family, and they never. Yeah, we. Yeah, they never found any evidence of that. But it did happen. No. I'm not saying he escaped. No. Don't get confused, fellas. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't escape. Yeah. let's just say he gave in to the will of the people. Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, for a guy who claimed to be about the people, he certainly built himself a hell of a castle. Yeah. Well, Fred, you really know how to make it fun, huh? Really know how to make it funny. Yeah, they found the bodies. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice building. It's a beautiful building. Guy had good taste. Too bad he was a dick. That is big wall to face. Yes. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, they... yeah. Yeah, they, Yeah, they didn't like him. Let me put it to you like that. They didn't like him. Yeah. Palace is a beautiful building, though. It's the Parliament building now for Romania. That's like their U.S. capital. In Bucharest. Beautiful. I've never been there, but it's a beautiful building. I love the neoclassical. You know how I feel about that. It's very nice. I don't know if this helps, EJ, but a chain signal basically checks if there's a free branch up ahead. When tracks branching out. I always do if gates based on that in my head if I lay the railroads down. Yeah, Hooded. I understand the logic with railways. I mean, you guys have seen me play derail and stuff. I know how that all works. For whatever reason, for whatever strange freaking reason, railroad logic with signaling does not sit right in my head. And I've been trying to undo whatever neurons are connected up here to make sure to actually get this right so I can teach it. But it still doesn't sit in my head. Yeah, Hellfish, it's really a good time. I know how train signaling works, and I understand how blocks work. It's just when I actually go to apply the logic, my brain doesn't work correctly. I don't know what that's about. It's very weird behavior. It's just one of those things that just doesn't sit right in your head, you know what I mean? What is this one? Is that mixed or a block? It's mixed. We would want a chain signal there. Apply road logic with the train logic. So what we're gonna need is a signal here. And what this signal needs to say is that if there is a train on this segment of track, all the way to here, right? All the way to here. If there's a train, you need to take this, right? That's what it's saying. So, I just sent you a diagram in DMs for this. Okay. Nothing at the beginning of the switch, Sneaky? Yeah, Happy Socks, yeah. I barely got my signaling and satisfactory working correctly. Oh, frick. Putting the signal down screwed that up. Why is it think there's something down here? There's nothing down here. Oh. Scratch that. That's why it's stopping at all the signals there, because there is a train on the tracks and it's treating this like one big segment. I like how I checked it told it to ignore the signal before moving the track. Yeah. Well, let me put it to you like this, Aqua. I knew for a fact that if there was a train down here, that I specifically told it to build this track to the depot, and that is far down from where the train is actually going. The train's going to the waste. It's going to pick up the waste, so I know that those are separated from each other. Unless this thing decides to turn around here, but that right there is the precise reason why I put 2 tracks in here, just in case that happens, so we have the throughput. I don't think it will, though. I don't think it'll stop. I think it should have enough to build all this. People are not happy. Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. So you need another signal? A block signal right here would probably get the logic all figured out here. Just for now, at least. Casey, you'd think that would get a little bit annoying, but believe it or not, chat's usually pretty good about that. People are pretty, like, chat understands that if one person is explaining it, that they should probably, like, okay, this guy's got it. Like, actually, my chat's pretty damn good at that. That comes from playing way too much KSP. Because with KSP, the game, the rocket science game, right? Everybody talking over each other doesn't get the rocket made faster. So you need another signal just after the switch? Sorry, not trying to ask a question to help my own understanding. Okay, you got to think about this. So it's like straight logic, Dave. This is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing that I get what's going on. I understand what's going on. It's just implementing it just doesn't with my brain for whatever reason. Not sure why. Just doesn't. So, logically speaking, what you need to do is you need signaling here. You need a signal here, and that signal needs to detect if there's a train down here or if there's a train down here, right? So, how this should work is a mixed signal right here. And then, what you need over here is another mixed signal, right? And then you need one more mixed signal here. Right? Now, what does this do? Well, this will give a red light if any train is right here or right here. Now, simultaneously, the other thing that we're probably going to need here is a regular block. Actually, I don't think we need a regular block there. See, now it doesn't. It gave me a question mark and then it repathed. So, think of these like traffic lights for the most part. If this sees that there is a train down the line, it's not going to go down the line. It's going to throw a red light, right? Like, but see, now this thing is stopped. What does it see on the line? So if we go into here Like, once again, I can talk myself through it. But I can't, like, I think this is right, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, that's good. Did they rebuild this stupid thing yet? I need to go back to exporting power because I'm losing cash very quickly.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
There. Hey, Duke. 9-month resub. Now, sorry about that. I needed to fix that real quick. What I need to do is they need to fix that transformer like now. Like now. High priority. So I can start. The reason why I'm losing funds so fast is because to supplement my power grid, I'm importing power onto my old. What the hell? Oh. Well, wait, do we? This might overload the transformer here. Or not the transformer. Yeah. Well, we'll see if that fixes anything. I was importing power to offset the fact that one of my transformers blew out. Yeah, the money ticker went to nothing. It did say too many connections. I'm still exporting too, but it's the import that's making that number not go up fast enough. Yeah, dude, this steel for all the damn tracks is what's absolutely killing me right now. Concrete isn't too bad, I don't think. Guys, I got a question. Do these trucks... Do the concrete trucks pull water and cement from the import-export to make concrete? Do they pull those? It has to... Like, I'm wondering, because I don't see concrete here. Yeah, Casey. Life imitates art. Yeah, I understand it's cement, right? But cement is just an aggregate mixture. You need to combine it with water to get it to not catalyze, that's not the right word, to get it to be concrete. I do not, oh, force, no. Yeah, this steel for the damn railroad tracks is just absolutely screwing me. Why not? It's just another thing that's on my list of things to do. Train is waiting too long. But it red light both of these things. I don't understand. The block is just right here. Unless it's detecting the other thing on the block. Hold on. Is that all one piece? No. I have signal structures here. Why would it stop both of those trains? The only trains that are operating here are the 2 EDKs and this. I took the AGMUs off the line. That's a mixed signal, so it's looking for a green further out. It's the crossover? What? This? So, guys, from what I'm understanding here, between like your mixed signals at junctions, you need to put on straight track, you need to put blocks. Right, you just need to put a regular block. Right? If I'm understanding this correctly. So another block out here. Like there would probably green light this, right? There you go. Yeah, you have to put block signals between your mixed signals. Because the mixed signals, yeah, see? Red to red, but green, right? Let's see. Let's see if it's your cross sections. They make a whole thing, they make the whole thing into a recursive loop. Yeah, but those cross sections aren't hooked up. They're not finished yet. Does it take into account that? Why would it take that into account if it's not finished? Slava Spaghetzov. Da. Это хорошо. Whatever. That seems to be working, right? I usually use regular signals to determine direction. Well, in this, yeah, Hooded, I got you. But in this particular case, right, like I only have one track made, so we're gonna have to, I need omnidirectional blocks, right? Like, there. Let's try that. That should fix it. Yeah, guys, when we go to make it railroads, we're gonna try to optimize the network around signaling. Like, right now I have my crisscrosses every kilometer or so, which means I need a block signal between these crisscrosses, pretty much in between each one of them, right? Needs to be, so we need a signal every 500 meters. No, I'll make the crisscrosses and the blocks longer in my next train design. Okay, Kolthar, good to know. So, like, between this mixed junction here and that block signal, I need another set right here. And then Another set. Ah, that crisscross. Yeah, putting that loop in there is complicating the logic here for me. Yeah, I can probably optimize this a lot better. I know there's room for optimizations because the logic doesn't make sense. Research program finished for hospital helicopter. Can we add helicopter to this? No. I see we're still having money issues. Yep. Let's do that for now. Medical helicopters. Oh, almost done with chems. Yeah, Babaljo uses... Yeah. He uses right-hand traffic, Willie. I understand that. My network isn't built out good enough to be able to do that. I don't have double lines everywhere. Not yet, at least. That's my problem. That's why I need omnidirectional. And Babaljo did teach, like, I did get it. I understand what I need to do. But, yeah. Some of my network is not optimized because it's not double lines just yet. Now, if I'm looking at this right, this guy is... When that thing clears that block, this signal should turn green. When he clears that block. And he should switch tracks. Yeah, okay. Now, he's going to stop at that signal because a train is on the next block. See, he's got a red. And now we're stuck. And this is why it needs to be omnidirectional, because we have to wait for that piece of poo-poo to get all the way to this block. You can add passing loops. Can you only use Russian locomotives? No, Jens. I got a D6 here, man. Look. I know you were here during derail. I got a D6, painted in Serbian National Railways livery. EMD G16. It's the D6 from derail. I bought one. Yeah. You can buy NATO stuff. Sure. That's all I use. NATO Consist, frankly, looks cooler in my opinion. Hey, we got the freight game on lockdown, okay? You guys have your passenger rail. We got the freight cars on lockdown. Our freight cars are cool, man. There are Soviet locomotives, there's Swedish locomotives, there's German locomotives. There's a bunch of different types. Yeah. That's one of my favorite parts about this game. There's all... The people who made this game are clearly fans of, like, trains, trucks, and planes and stuff. It's pretty obvious. How are those loans going? About that good. What's that guy? What's the EDK going to build? What is he going to make? Oh. How about the roads? Hey, the bridge is done. Nice. And they're really making progress on this. I set the right-hand road to be higher priority. That's great, man. And I have the bridges suspended. Swedish locos are good. There's an M62 that you can get in the game. That's a good locomotive. M62s are... I know those are good trains. Workhorse locomotive. Blue? There's no... Let me see, drummer. Oh, you're in the same spot. Cool. And then you got your depot there. Neat. Looks good, man. Yeah, it seems... So, coal, aggregate storage, another coal mine that's being built into... Yeah, okay, I see it. And then you have your coal refining, coal aggregate, and then you have a belt going into train loading depot, right? And then a belt going here to an unloading depot so you can get at it with trucks and a bus station. And then, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, that looks good, man. Also, EUS. Hey, baby. Yeah, he's still stuck on the block. Which tells me... red. This morning you saw a 94 F350 crew cab long bed. It looked like a train on the EU street. It's a sick truck and sold. Really? Dude, it's a freaking tank. That's why I like it. What the hell's one of those doing in France? What the hell's one of those doing over there, man? I ain't even mad. It's amazing. Hey, you're almost at the day I was born. I'm older than you, Graph Shark? Huh. June 9th. Happy birthday in game. Almost. No, Josen, I'm having trouble understanding it. It's very much a me problem. The logic system in game makes perfect sense. It just hasn't clicked in my caveman brain yet. Catch the lunar orbit insertion news. Can't wait for tomorrow. Yep. That's awesome. I don't know. It's extremely rare to see even any U.S. truck. Dude, that's cool. Dude, that's a big truck. It's big. It looks like Ernok's truck, but Ernok's truck is a little bit different grill. Like that, right? Something like that. Dude, it's a tank. Super useful if you ask me. And people, you know, everybody that lives in Europe that doesn't understand what that vehicle's for is about to say something, and I get it. I understand. But also, super useful vehicle. That would make lunar orbit insertion burn the farthest from Earth a cryogenic engine has ever ignited. It's close. You saw a 450 in a Tesco car park a couple of years ago. Absolute tank. They're great vehicles, man. They're great vehicles. I'm not gonna apologize for it. They're amazingly useful vehicles. But you don't buy a truck like that to daily drive. You don't even do that in the States. That's not something you drive around every day. I mean, some people do. Yeah, I don't drive the 97 around every day. That's not my daily driver. I have a small car for my daily driver. I only use the truck when I need it to move big things around. Got an idea. I definitely don't want the other bridge to have that same little stupid dip. So... due to the infrastructure below? Hello? It'll let me make it the same length. Alright, so we'll modify the terrain. Alright guys, it's 2:30. Fellas, I have a meeting today and I couldn't, unfortunately the person I was scheduling with could only do it basically right now. So I am actually going to take a break here for probably about an hour. When I get back to it, when I come back, we'll keep playing. Let's see if we can get out of this debt spiral. So, yeah, out of curiosity, I heard you say yesterday-ish that you're calling it the 91 in this... Calling it a 91 in this save. I don't know, GrabShark, I kind of want to, but I also kind of don't. The tech ends in 1991. It's like playing Hearts of Iron past 1950. It's like... I don't know. I kind of want to see if I can get out of this debt spiral, but I also kind of want to keep playing Spaghettsoft and use this save to learn. Use this save to learn how to build out all the systems correctly, or at least try building out like an iron mine, steel mill, refinery, oil, etc., etc. All the things you need to be self-sufficient. First thing I want to do is make sure I can see if doing that will get me out of this debt spiral. I'm wondering if we could literally spend our way out of this debt. I'm interested to see if the game can do that. I think it can if you know what to build, right? Second part about that is it would be a good way to prototype all the systems so I can see it working and figure out ways to optimize it when we go to build our second city. So, yeah, spend your way out of debt. I'm interested to see if that actually works. But yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, once again, I will be back in an hour. Probably an hour at best, probably even shorter. I'm not sure how long this meeting's gonna go, but yeah, I can't say who it's with. I don't want to say. But yeah, this is the only time I could do it. I've been playing phone tag with this other party for a good while now, so got to go figure that one out. So I'll be back. Looking forward to Gnocchi Doki when you get to it. Good learning experience. Yep. All right, so I'll be back in a little bit. Elon, yeah, super. I wish I was that cool. I wish I was that cool. This is pretty cool though, but I don't know if the other person wants you guys to know. So I won't say. But anyway, switch to just chatting while idle. I think I'm gonna shut the stream off, drummer. Just because it's a Zoom call, I need to use the camera and the microphone and stuff. And yeah, I don't want to blank screen the stream for like an hour. So I'll be back. Dudes. I'll see you in probably an hour. Thank you very much for watching. See you in a little bit.